Hello, good morning Year 6 and welcome to the first maths lesson back after our SATs tests. So we're going to be revising some different areas over the next couple of weeks, going back over them and having another go at them, and of course getting you prepared for any maths ready for Year 7. So, okay, today we're going to be looking at the intervals of time. Now, first up, okay, we have got here a clock. Now, what time does this clock show? Okay, so looking at this, it's quite easily, okay, it is going to be 7:25. Now, is that AM or PM? Okay, so we've got 12-hour and 24-hour clocks. Now, if I was talking about analog time, analog, this is analog time. Okay, I also have, down here below here, I have digital time. And that is this one here. Okay, now analog time is in 12-hour. And this is 24-hour. That means in analog time, I'm going to have to put AM or PM, whereas in digital time, okay, 24-hour time, I would keep going. So you can see here, I've got 7, and then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then when it gets to the afternoon, it's going to go to 13, 14, okay. I am basically going to add on 12 to each hour. So if it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, that's 14:25, okay, and so on, all the way around to 23, and then it goes back to midnight, which is 0, 0, and that is midnight, okay? So just remember, okay, if you're asked to write it in 12-hour time, you're going to need to put in AM or PM. If you're in digital time, okay, you then need to look at whether it is like this, okay, whether it's just in the first 12 hours, or whether it is in sort of after 12, okay, if it's 13, 14, 15, 16. So just remember that as you are coming to working out these questions. Now then, that is analog and digital time, 12-hour and 24-hour clocks. We are going to be looking at timetable problems today. Now with timetable problems, okay, it's all about reading the information. So here I've got part of a train timetable, okay, and the question is, how long does the first train from Ramsgate take to travel to Waterloo? So you can see here, I've got Ramsgate up at the top, and I've got Waterloo at the bottom. Now, you have to be careful, have a look around, and let's just see, make sure that it's got all the information. Now, you can see there's missing spaces here. That usually infers that there is no stop here. So, for example, this train here would not stop at St Pancras International, okay? This train here, well, it doesn't stop at Canterbury West or St Pancras. So just have a little look and make sure that you are aware of what the timetable is showing. Now, the question says, how long does the first train take from Ramsgate to go to Waterloo? So I look at Ramsgate, and that is 10:05. Okay, and you can see here that this is obviously in 24, this is in digital time, because look, it's got 13, 14, and it arrives at 12:10. So again, I could even draw out a number line if you wanted to, and 12:10. And it's asking, how long does the first train from there take? So from 10:05 to 12:10, how long is that? Well, this one's a fairly straightforward one, okay? You could probably work this out mentally, but I'm going to go through the steps anyway, just for future questions. What I would always advise doing is getting to the next hour, okay? So from 10:05, the next hour from 10:05 is, of course, going to be 11 o'clock, okay? So from 10:05 to 11 o'clock, how long is that? Well, that is plus 55 minutes, because remember, there are 60 minutes in an hour, okay? So that's 55 minutes, and then from 11, I could then go all the way to 12. Well, that's easy. 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock, which would be about there, is plus 1 hour, or 60 minutes if you would prefer. The choice is yours. And then from 12 o'clock here to 12:10 is plus 10 minutes. And I can now put these together. So I could do 55 plus 60 plus 10. That would absolutely work, okay? Or I could do 55 minutes plus the hour plus 10 minutes, whatever you want to do. Now, it doesn't really matter. If you do it in minutes, okay, make sure you put it back into hours. Don't just give it me incomplete minutes if it goes into hours, okay? So here, 55 minutes plus 1 hour is 1 hour and 55 minutes plus 10 minutes. Well, that is 2 hours and 5 minutes. Okay. Now, one of the mistakes many people make here is that they would do 55 minutes plus 60 minutes plus 10 minutes. Okay. And if you add those up, that is going to get you to 125. Okay. But remember, this is not 1 hour and 25 minutes. It's 125 minutes. And 125 minutes is equal to 2 hours and 5 minutes. Okay, let's have a look at the next problem. So a bus leaves Southville at 10:38. At what time should the bus arrive in Newtown? This is just a simple reading of the timetable. Okay, I don't need to do any addition. It doesn't ask how long it takes. It just says what time should the bus arrive in Newtown. So I find Southville on the map, and it leaves at 10:38. Now again, a common mistake people make here: go, Southville 9:38, Newtown, it's 9:49. No, read the question carefully. The bus leaves Southville at 10:38. So I'm actually going to be looking at this column here, okay, the middle column. So it leaves at 10:38. At what time should it arrive at Newtown? At Newtown, it should arrive at 11:09. Okay, simple as solving that one for that question. Now it does ask you, how long does a journey take? Okay, so I know that it leaves at 10:38 and it will arrive at 11:09, as we've just worked out. How long does that take? So again, I'm going to have to work through. You could use number lines to double check, you could do this mentally, whatever works for you. Now, as always, I would get to the next hour. So from 10:38 to 11 o'clock, so it's going to be 11 o'clock here, okay? I'm going to do sort of a narrow jump, but there it is, okay? To get to 11 o'clock, from 10:38 to 11 o'clock, well, I'm getting to 60 answer. I'm trying to get this to 60. So 38 to 60, that is 22 minutes, okay? So 22 minutes. And then from 11 to 11:09 is plus 9 minutes. And then what do I need to do? Of course, I need to add them up, okay? So 22 minutes plus 9 minutes, that is going to equal 31 minutes, okay? So the bus journey takes 31 minutes. So that is a quick revision of timetables. Okay, we're going to be doing this today and tomorrow. With today's work, you will need to complete the intervals of time worksheet that has been sent to your parents. It is, of course, on Google Drive as usual. You need to send your work to me as soon as it's finished. Now, that is preferably this morning, okay, before sort of 10:30, before your English sessions. But if you are a little bit late, that is okay, but it must be sent before 3:30 p.m, okay? Extension activities, you could go to Study Ladder and revise from there, or you could go to Sumdog and play one of the many mathematical games on there for you. So thank you very much, Year 6. I look forward to speaking to you this morning in our normal Skype sessions. I will speak to you soon. Thank you, and goodbye.